Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to pass. It's Hayes. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. A handoff from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. It's a quarterback keeper. Quick spin on the run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long.
With the return, it's Staley. But he's got some space here. He's a danger. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Staley. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Demon Deacons are in the red zone. And the same runner's got it again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Pitch play to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Running with purpose. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. He breaks free. Powering through the defender. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep his drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The Falcons will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hot over the middle. It's Mays. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Demon Deacons are in the red zone. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. It's Hayes. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the Falcons come up to the line in the hurry-up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They test the middle, but gets stuck. That one goes nowhere.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Boy, As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That pass is caught. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
And the single back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Catch made on the out route. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The Falcons begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Hayes. He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They're able to get him down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to take off here. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags the quick throw. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Hoffman. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice...
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Air Force. What a show of strength and will. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. But there's a flag on the field, so let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Sends the offense back out on the field now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's complete downfield. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Demon Deacons have first and 10 here. Trying to run it. It's Clark. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
The Demon Deacons looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Hayes. Bringing pressure. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's second and 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Running it back, it's Staley. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Grab down the middle. It's Clark. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Caught over the middle. It's Staley.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He's got some room. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Demon Deacons hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He converts PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They bring him down right at the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. And now to try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Big Four sends the offense back out on the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Grab down the middle. It's Mays. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move? It earned him first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone, but the officials signaling out of bounds. A huge break for the offense.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The sure hands. It's Alexander. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the left side.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Checks this down to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
We'll take a deep shot. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Falcons will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hayes. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Finding some room at the 25. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the route is on.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Boy, this defense has been... Entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. Spinning out of the tackle. Look at him run through those tacklers. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Demon Deacons will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And the ball to the ground. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, running back, receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The guys up front line up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. In the clear at the 25. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves back, and I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Hayes. The pass rush closing in. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal.
3:25.
Grab behind the line. It's Hoffman. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.